hit the button. Oh, hey, what up, Yang Gang? We're live, and I'm here back in studio with Mia, of course. And we're gonna do another live stream of our daily news, and we're gonna chop this shit up. Look at my screen; it's all jacked. There we go. See, this is how the sausage is made. Very clumsily sometimes. Oh, yeah. So we're gonna be talking about three things today, man. Let me bring that up. We're gonna be talking about the new immigration bill, and then we're gonna talk about Texas's great legislators, uh, Governor Perry and Ted Cruz's dumbass. So that'll be
Former
fun.
Governor Perry.
Oh, former governor, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and tweet this shit out while I got a chance. Just let everybody know we're here. And then we'll jump right into it. Let me see here. Alrighty. Boom, that's out. Okay, good deal. And let me put it. Oh yeah. Crazy.
Sometimes I feel like my face waits to itch until after I've started like onto a live stream or something.
Yeah. I know live streaming is so crazy because there is no redos, man. You just got to go with it and you own that shit. Okay, so I think we're all set. Post asshole. There we go. All righty then. All right. So,
It might be a good idea to, I was thinking, include the date into the introduction.
what's that? The date?
The date that we're doing it, because since the news is kind of relevant.
Yes.
The
So
date.
today's the 18th. Yes. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start with the citizenship one, right? Yeah. 8-year pathway to 8 years is pretty quick too. Okay. All right, you ready?
Sure.
let's fucking roll, right? Okay. What up, Yang Gang? Welcome back to the 18th of February's live stream news stream. That sounded weird. I'm gonna do it again. Oh boy, live stream news stream. Okay.
Welcome to the Low. Today is February.
There we go. That's what we'll do.
2021.
You know what? No, okay, I'll do it. Okay. Welcome to the Low. Today is the 18th. God damn, I can't remember the date. Welcome to the Low. It's the 18th of February, and we're doing the news again today. Fuck off, boys. See, you guys get to see all the bloopers. Welcome to the Low. On the news today is for fuck you, boys. All right. Jesus, I felt like a fucking moron. Welcome to the Low, and we have your live streaming news today on the February 18th. Me with Mia from the Yang Gang podcast and Humanity Forward. How's it going today, Mia?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, boys?
Can't complain. I made it home safe and sound off these snowy roads in Michigan once again.
That's good. That's good. It is really, really bad out there.
Yes.
Very thick snow, heavy snow.
Today,
what do we have going on today?
Well, we actually are going to be talking about the lovely state of Texas, how they're great representation. But to start with, we're going to start with the Democrats introduced a sweeping immigration bill for 8-year pathway to citizenship. It's called the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021. It follows priorities set by the president in an executive order on his first day in office and is sponsored by Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey, Linda Sanchez of California in the Senate and the House. Let's see here. All right. Oops. So you want to take it from there? How you
Sure
want
thing.
to?
I'll
Okay.
read off the bullet points real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, amongst other things, the bill is expected to provide an expedited path to citizenship.
Take two.
Oof. Jeez, that one was terrible. All right. Center.
There it is.
Amongst other things, the bill is expected to provide an expedited path to citizenship for farm workers and undocumented young people who arrive in the U.S. as children with temporary protected status under DACA. Replace the word alien with non alien in law. Raise the per county caps on family and employment based immigration numbers. Repeal the penalty that prohibits undocumented immigrants. I'm going to start from the top on that one.
Yeah.
Repeal the penalty that prohibits undocumented immigrants who leave the country from returning to the U.S. for between 3 and 10 years. Expand transnational anti-drug forces in Central America. Increase funding for technology at the southern border. And establish an 8-year path of citizenship. Why can't I get that word right today? It's like, man, all right. Establish an 8-year path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants who arrived in the U.S. by January 1st.
So if you got here after January 1st, good luck, apparently. But it is what it is, right?
Yeah,
You had to
well,
make a line. You got to draw a line in the sand somewhere, I guess.
any progress is better than what we've had, which is decades of
Yep.
absolutely no immigration reform.
So the big challenge is the Democrats are going to need 10 Republicans to jump on board with this to become bipartisan to prevent a Senate filibuster, bringing the bill to a vote in spite of a thin majority. We got a quote here from Menendez. He says, "I know that many are thinking, does the bill have any chance of passing with 60 votes? And the answer is, we don't know until we try." Hey, I give him that. Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely have to try from the best position first. That's something that Democrats are often accused of not doing. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
start where you want it first. Absolutely.
Well, and also this is the art of negotiation, right? So they say we're going to start with the 8-year path of citizenship, and here's the parameters. And then that's what's going to happen is the opposition is going to say no, 16 years, knowing damn well they're both going to settle on 12, right? It's a simple barter. So we want 8. Well, we're going to filibuster if you push that through. We'll let 16 go, and then well, how about let's do 12, no filibuster, let's make this shit happen. But at the same time, they could just filibuster everything.
Yeah, they
Which is
might
possible.
do that anyways.
Yeah, but it gives them some wiggle room, right? So that's what I'm kind of hoping for is this type of negotiation will be truly a negotiation, not just "F you, we're not going to give you any wins," So we'll see. But again, I think this is where you can see the savvy of some of these people who've been there their entire adult life, pretty much, and we'll see if they show us what you know, because you've been there forever. You want this expertise, so let's see what you got, because this is going to take some really expert negotiations to get things done.
Well, Nancy Pelosi's signaling that they're probably ready to roll over on that pretty quickly anyways.
Mm-hmm.
We've got another quote here from her that says, "I salute the president for putting forth the legislation that he did. There are others that support piecemeal, and that may be a good approach too." So they, several Democrats are for dividing it up, as well as Republicans, and trying to push through smaller portions of the bill at a time.
I don't have a problem with that either. Just get shit done. I could care less how it gets done. Just get it done. No more excuses. You have the majority, but the filibuster is the biggest problem. And I understand why the filibuster exists. I get it. But I'm not sure if it's going to impede progress, which it clearly is, but it could also impede digression, which we've had for 4 years. But it's not used very often by Democrats, I've noticed. But yeah, so I think it depends on how pissed off people are when it comes to like they thinking that Bernie and the Democrats are shoving the spending bill through reconciliation. How many people would take offense to that, and how many people really align with these things about the border? Because I know it's going to be a big sticking point about the whole border thing, about increasing transnational anti-drug task force in Central America, and then like yeah, and if you leave the country, you can't return for between 3 and 10 years. So I'm trying to undo that. So I don't know, man. And of course, the replace alien with non-citizen. Okay, that's just words.
It's. Boy, my dog does not want to be quiet right now. Lord, go lay down.
That's all right.
Go lay down. Yeah, he's a loud boy. All right. But yeah, non-alien feels a bit like it's showboating just to try and get some language in there that's
yeah. It's just bullshit. Literally, we don't want to call them aliens no more. Now we're gonna call them non-citizens.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a janitor. I'm a custodial engineer.
Give it a long enough time, and the people who hate non-citizens will turn that into a slur too.
Who knows, man? What's up, nons? It's gonna be some shit like that. A bunch of nons. It's our language is so dumb, and our government is even dumber. But I think that they put that in there. Who knows what the hell for? But that's an easy one. Okay, sure. That's just only on paper. But yeah, so this bill will be interesting, and I think there is some details. Yeah, so we're gonna when we make the clips for this, we'll also include the link to this article by CNBC about it that actually dives into it a little deeper, I believe. But it's not much deeper, honestly, but it's a good article. So we'll see how they're going to get this thing through.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting.
Pretty much all of it was useful. So
yeah. So here it is, guys. It's an immigration bill. He ran on it, and promises made, promises kept. I guess on this one, he actually said he's going to do it, and he did it. Okay. So we'll see if they get it through, which is then going to put the pressure on Congress, the House and the Senate to get the job done. So Biden did what he's supposed to do, which again, surprisingly, he's impressing me with actually doing shit, which I'm happy about, I guess. So it's better than no progress whatsoever. So we'll see what all the details come out, because what you propose and what you get are two different things when it comes to Congress, But yeah, let us know what you guys think about that in the comment section. Do you like this idea? Do you not like this idea? What would you tweak about it? Would you make some changes to it? Would you prefer piecemeal versus a one big package? I personally prefer piecemeal. I think you just vote on one topic at a time instead of holding back other things that could be progressed and be a bill. Just get it done, where do you land on this, Mia?
Oh, I don't really mind. I think it would be best if everybody would just agree to it and push it through nice and fast so everything were wrapped up. But I don't think that's a very likely scenario. So I think it's going to end up being piecemeal regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be easier to get through. So as long as it happens, that's the end product.
Yeah. Well, and to me, let's agree to agree, and then let's agree to disagree. So the things you agree on, pass it.
Mm-hmm.
Simple. And then the ones we don't, we'll make another package and we'll negotiate, and we'll see where we fall on it. And at least you get, like, if there's 10 things and you agree on 5, you don't agree on 5, then pass the 5. And then we'll talk about these other 5. But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. But yeah, just let us know what you guys think in the comments. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time. And like always, yang gang. Yeah, you got to wave. Okay, cool. All right, so let me cut that out of the way. So now we're going to talk about Rick Perry's punk ass. God, what an asshole. These next one are going to piss me off, honestly. Oh, my God.
Now
All
this
right, guys. Oops, sorry.
Oops.
Well,
Just
go
one
ahead.
This next one is almost directly ripped from the article. Like I had very little time to edit that one. So this one is almost
Yeah.
word for word.
Well, let's go ahead and just read it out. I'm just going to read it and then we'll double back on it. Okay, blackouts. Texans would be without electricity for longer than 3 days to keep the federal government out of their business. Try not to let whatever the crisis of the day is take your eye off of having a resilient grid that keeps Americans safe, personally, economic, and strategy. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, look, I'm just going to actually... Oh, there's an article, too. Okay. Let me pull up that article. This guy, man, Rick Perry, what a turd. Hey, what's up? We got Serpent in the building, and we got Cole Campbell AI 2024. Okay. No. So we're just doing the intro and outro with each one because I actually tried to do it before and after, and it looked like I had a hard time making it look right. It's a little tougher. So we're gonna do 3 or 4 of them, and so yeah. So I think I'm just gonna let me look at that article real quick. Oh, that's from the article. Okay, I see. Actually, I'm gonna copy and paste this one thing here in our private chat.
Remember to like and share while you're here. Do it.
Yes. Yeah, I kind of get tired of saying that shit over and over after each one. I'm thinking people know how YouTube works. If you like it, you're gonna hit the like button, But I know we got to keep saying it. I don't know. I just get tired of it,
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget the blah 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 blah. Okay. Alrighty, so we got that thing pulled up. Let me think. Should I bring up the whole damn article?
It would probably be just fine to do that.
Houston Chronicle. Yeah.
Especially since I didn't get a lot of time to paraphrase it or anything.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna open that article up in a separate window. We'll bring it up on screen. Copy. Damn it. I gotta open up my other window. Okay. There, I got the article pulled up. Okay, we're good to go. Bam. All righty. So let me make sure this thing is ready to share. Okay. All right. Cool. So there we go. Okay, everything's ready. You hear them knuckles? Ooh, that's a good one. All right. You ready to jump into the next one, Mia? Or is your doggy barking?
Sure, Dieter.
Okay. All right, guys. Welcome back. Oh, you're okay. All right, guys. Welcome back to the low. We're still on the 18th of February. And we're going to be talking about the asshole from the South, former Governor Rick Perry. But there's an article that we want to share here. It's off of the Houston Chronicle. And it talks about how he says that Texans are willing to suffer blackouts to keep feds out of the power market. Texans, excluding him apparently. So I'm sure he has a couple generators, which is kind of, typical. Whoa, you asshole. They always get you. But yeah, here we go. So former Texas Governor Rick Perry suggests that going days without power is a sacrifice Texans should be willing to make if it means keeping federal regulators out of the state's power grid. Oh, okay. So according to his blog post, wait, what? House Minority Leader. Oh, okay. So in a blog posted on House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy's website, Perry is quoted responding to the claim that those watching on the left may see the situation in Texas as an opportunity to expand their top-down radical proposals. They love that radical shit, don't they?
Radical. Man, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would love them.
Yeah, radical, far out, dude. But yeah, here's another quote from Perry from the top there, and it also says, "Try not to let whatever the crisis of the day is take your eye off of having a resilient grid that keeps America safe, personally, economically, and strategically." Texas's power grid, run by the Reliability Council of Texas, or ERCOT. There you go. Occupies a unique distinction in the United States in that it does not cross state lines and thus is not under the oversight of an IC. Because it's only a state one, they can't do federal regulation. Slick little fuckers, aren't they? But Texas is a huge state. They found their little, I'm sure there's some buddy system going on there. Let's see here. Whoops. Here we go. Yeah, that has long been a point of pride with Texas politicians who in the 2000s chose to deregulate the state's power market and allow our power companies, not state regulators, determine when and how to build and maintain power plants. That system has fallen under scrutiny in recent days as millions of Texans are left without power following an unusual cold snap. Following a near identical episode a decade ago, federal regulators warned Texas it needed to take steps to better insulate its power plants. They warned them. That don't do shit. But yeah. All right.
It's fortunate that we are not the kind of species that learns its lessons. Particularly not the ones of us who have the money to do things about it.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of questions. So let me finish this article, and I have maybe they'll answer it here. We'll see. It says, but there is little indication that happened, prompting criticism of ERCOT from Texas Republicans and Democrats alike. Perry, former President Donald Trump's energy secretary, however, blamed the rolling blackouts on the rise of wind and solar energy in Texas. Of course he did. Here's another brilliant quote from Perry's dumbass. If wind and solar is where we're headed, the last 48 hours ought to give everyone a real pause and go, wait a minute. We need to have a base load. And the only way we can get a base load in this country is with natural gas, coal, and nuclear. Okay. That argument has been made by numerous conservatives in the midst of the blackouts, but it does not line up with the early reports indicating the majority of the lost generation. The lost generation was natural gas plants, not wind turbines, which actually performed better than grid regulators had anticipated, said Michael Weber, an energy professional at the University of Tejas. So yeah, that's the article. So of course it's bullshit propaganda because the solar didn't fail at a high rate. I think it was like 10 to 20% is what they're estimating right now of failure. But then the gas lines froze. And they didn't properly winterize them and the same thing with the solar, with the wind is they didn't winterize the turbines because the same turbines are in Iowa where it's negative wind chill and they still manage to work just fine up there. So typical bullshit propaganda.
Well, what they know is that the people they are speaking to, the ones that they want to listen, aren't going to check any deeper than just his statement on it. They're going to take him at word and then move on because they don't have time to double check and they trust him.
And they're employed by that companies. Yeah. I like the idea of keeping nuclear. Think about it. If we had nuclear plants that were, what's that?
Thorium?
Thorium, yes. Thorium reactors. There you go. Saltwater thorium reactors. If we had that in place of all this natural gas bullshit and whatever, coal, come the fuck on, man. Get real. There's no clean coal, but nonetheless. So if we had those reactors, they don't shut down because it gets too cold or too windy or too hot. And it's a constant source of energy and it's, produces a shit ton more. And they can go anywhere. They don't have to be on like Lake where I live at in Lake Michigan, where we have nuclear plants that have to be on the water because it's water cooled, and they can't have a safe shutdown like a thorium reactor would. They just reset the process. You can break the chain in there and it's over. You just restart it. But yeah, Kerry, man, that guy's He's something else. He's another bootlicker.
It's definitely callous to suggest that people should be willing to endure hardships that I'm certain he is not enduring
Yeah.
just to keep the federal government from helping you. How dare the federal government send aid or give help? That's the idea there.
Yeah.
Or step in to make sure that things are going properly. No, maybe there's a point where a line should be drawn, right? Like where maybe the federal
Mhm.
government should step in and do something when leadership is being lax.
Well, that's my question is the article didn't answer my question was what parameters are in place if a state is failing it? Is there any avenue for the federal government to be like, hey, you guys are really screwing up here. We're going to exercise this blah, blah, blah article, something or other, like whatever, paragraph 3. Since you guys are not doing your job, we're going to have to overstep, which I don't think is a good idea in the big picture because that's overreach. But I wonder what can be done. I don't know if there is one. If anybody knows of anything that in this regulatory sense where since this company is smart and monopolizing an energy grid in the state of Texas, is there anything the federal government can do? Or is this just strictly between the good old boys and the good old boys, as far as government and this private business sector?
It might be possible it takes a lawsuit from citizens too to correct it.
Well, yeah, but that'll take forever. You know what I mean? Like that's not going to happen this week when they need it because we all know people that are down there in Texas that are freezing cold, no clean water, no food, no way to prep food. And the Jesus, the homeless communities. Good Lord, I couldn't imagine. I saw some videos of people's roofs caving in because their roofs weren't designed to hold a foot of snow. Just so you guys know, that's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight on the surface of a roof. But yeah, it's just pretty, like you're saying, it's very callous and cold to say our pride is worth suffering for. It's just pride. We're Texas. We're independent. We want to secede from the Union again. Dumb sons of bitches. Yeah. So I'm a little less libertarian in that regard.
Yeah, the logistics on a secession are the reasons why a secession hasn't actually happened.
Right.
They could not afford to run themselves as their own independent country, and that's
they just don't have enough support to do that either. That's just silly. It's like I'm gonna be the king of my block. Like get out of here. That shit is so dumb. There's got to be some extreme problems to say we want to change the system. Like that kind of like we have that problem right now. With our healthcare is failing, we need extreme changes. We need universal coverage. Especially during a pandemic. Wait. Oh yeah, Chase says the people and the animals both suffer. Yeah, for sure.
It might be a good idea when you post this to maybe post a couple of the aid links as well. For
the aid links, is that in the article?
I don't know if it's in the article or not. I don't think it is, but we might be able to find a few of them and put them in there because I know that there are places that are sending aid to people in Texas.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, we can look for them later and throw them in. Cause I'll be editing tonight, and these videos will go up tomorrow.
Yep. I just think it's a thing that would probably be good to include so that anyone who's concerned can help out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about this in the comments section, man. Texas is fucking up. And they need to get their shit together because they knew this was coming. Like, I don't know if they knew this to what degree, but they knew this was coming. And they did nothing to prepare over the past decade since the last time this happened. And they did nothing to prepare currently with insulating the gas, the fuel lines and stuff like that, and winterizing the wind turbines as well. But the gas industry is failing because of this. So unnecessary suffering. We should avoid that. But yeah, we'll see what you guys think, man. Let us know in the comments section. And thanks for joining us. And we'll see you guys next time. And like always, Yang Gang. Bam. All right. Cool. And my personal favorite turd in the toilet bowl, Teddy Boy.
We go from one turd to the next.
Man, we can't flush enough times.
Poor Texas. Poor
It's
Texas.
like, this is a two flusher. This is a two flusher. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're actually going to be talking about, man. Yep. That's exactly right, man. So, okay, we're going to cover this one. So I still got 20 minutes. Okay, cool. Let's be efficient. I love it.
That's what the power of the doc is.
You got it, man. I really appreciate you putting that together too. Because I was super busy at work today. I just got home a little bit with my son here. He's over here doing homework while I'm live streaming. But yeah, okay. All right, guys. So moving on to the next topic today is going to be Senator Teddy Boy Cruz, bootlicker extraordinaire, Cheeto. How do I want to say that? I won't even say it. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna be cool here. Okay. So he's one of the leaders of the insurrection. He's one that stoked the flames. And the people in Texas that put him into power are now being left in the dry now that Texas is at a national disaster, a state of emergency. People are dying and freezing and starving and just going without and suffering. What does Senator Ted Cruz do? Hey, kids, let's go to Cancun, Mexico. Disgusting. Oh, I'm going to have to bring, there's actually a tweet that I was going to try and bring that up. But you go ahead, Mia. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was fine. You can
okay.
bring
I don't have, wait, there's the Washington Post article. There it is. Copy that. There we go. Okay. Okay. Again. Oh no, I can't bring it up. I'm blocked. What do you call that? Paywall.
the paywall.
I can't get to that one.
Try it in an incognito window.
What's that?
Try it in an incognito window.
How do I incognito? New tab. I honestly don't even know how to do that on here. Cameron, you don't know open an incognito window?
I know how to do it on your phone.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe it might just say
Generally, in the top right-hand corner, below where you close out the thing, there's a drop-down menu.
It might say private instead of
New tab.
It might say private.
Yeah, because down here it just says add. So does that anything
open
down?
it. Like open a new tab. Go to this. Hit this right here.
That's the same thing.
No, that's the other one.
That's what I just did.
Oh,
that's what that was.
All right, hold up. Let me see how. Because if you go to your Safari, you can like
put that in there.
This.
Yeah, but it says private to the left, right? But it doesn't do that here.
Do that one.
That's what I'm saying. This is what this window is.
What browser are you using?
What? This is Safari. You know what? Let me try it in this other one. What else am I on? This is Google Chrome. Looks like it's gonna work on Google Chrome.
Generally, you get so many free ones, and it doesn't seem to register between browsers, so that might be why it's gonna just load on that one.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, Trev, I get you, brother. Yeah, we're not always going to agree, man. I get it. So how do you disagree is what I want to know. That's what I want to know. We got Peter C's in the house. He goes, sometimes if their developer was cheap, you can stop loading the page before the pop-up shows. Okay. Well, I got it to work. The problem is screen sharing. So I'm going to let me see if I can get this to work before we move on. App window. It's this one. So it does that shit. So let me see what it does.
Ooh, infinite voice.
Yes. So what do you guys see here? Because I can't actually see it. Let me look on my phone.
I see Ted Cruz hand over
So you see the
to-
whole article. I just want to make sure I can because I can't see what I'm doing on my own computer while
Yeah.
we're doing it. Okay, so that works. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna go back to here. We'll take that up. Pete says, "Hey Mia." Yes. I don't know where the hell we were. We're just gonna talk about the article. Okay. Yes. So guys, we had this article by the Washington Post about this. We're gonna bring that up. And there it is. There it is. Okay. So, of course, you can see old turd cutter here under fire, yada, yada. Well, of course, he's got the goddamn Texas flag mask. What an asshole. You want to take this one, Mia?
Ooh, you want me to read? Okay.
Yeah. If you'd like to.
Senator Ted Cruz was met with a wave of fury Thursday on his return to Houston from Cancun, Mexico, as critics questioned his decision to travel abroad while millions of Texas residents were without power and safe drinking water amid freezing temperatures that have left at least 21 people dead in the southern United States. Public outrage has mounted in recent days as officials in Texas have sought to deflect blame for the state's lack of preparedness for the storms. And Cruz, a prominent Republican figure widely seen as a potential 2024 presidential contender, immediately became an object of scorn for Texans already incensed by state leaders' response to the crisis. In an exchange with reporters outside his home in Houston Thursday, Cruz said he decided to return from Cancun because he didn't want all the screaming and yelling about this trip to distract even one moment from the real issue that I think Texans care about.
He thinks. Okay.
And I think I am disconnected for a second. Oh boy.
Let me bring you back. Nope, I still see you. You still good? Uh-oh. Technical issues, guys. Technical issues.
Uh-oh.
I can still hear you. I can hear you and see you and everything, Mia.
Okay. I don't know
You're good?
where
Oh, I got it pulled up here. Yep. So we're right here.
unfortunately I don't know where we left off.
It's
That's
right
the
here. I got it on the screen at the top. It was an obvious mistake. Are you good? Oh, you're muted. I see. Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready, but I don't have the article yet.
Oh, I can put up on
I
the screen
see
like
you.
this.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's where we're left off at the top.
All right. Sorry for that. Okay.
That's all right. Editing, baby.
It was obviously a mistake, Cruz said of his decision to go on the trip. In hindsight, I wouldn't have done it. I was trying to be a dad. While he expressed regret, he did not explicitly say that he had originally intended to stay in Cancun longer. From the moment I sat on the plane, I began really second-guessing that decision and saying, look, I know why we're doing this, but I've also got responsibilities. I needed to be here, and that's why I came back. And then, as it became a bigger and bigger firestorm, it became all the more compelling that I needed to come back, Cruz said. So compelling. So compelling. He also cast his actions as something that any Texan would do on behalf of their family. Well, what I would say is I was taking care of my family, the same way that Texans all across the state were taking care of their families, Cruz said. It certainly was not my intention for that to be understood, as critics have tried to paint it as somehow diminishing the hardship that other Texans have experienced.
Like a true politician.
Oop, I think you might have scrolled a little bit too far past.
No, we left off here, and now we're here at the Center of Disease and Control up top.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention rates the risk of. Nope,
Nope. Okay.
that did not work. I need to rush too because you got 10 minutes left. All right.
No, it's not that big of a deal.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention rates the risk of the coronavirus in Mexico at level 4, the agency's highest level of warning, and says on its website travelers should avoid all travel to Mexico. Photos that rapidly circulated on social media overnight showed what looked to be the senator at an airport and on a plane. In some photos, a gray face mask was visible that appeared to be similar to one that Cruz was wearing at President Biden's inauguration. Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo?
Acevedo? We'll go with it. Yeah, sure.
Somewhere around there.
Yep.
Something like that. Said Thursday that a member of Cruz's staff had contacted the department to ask for assistance for the senator's departure on Wednesday. As Cruz returned to Houston Thursday, he was seen wearing a Texas-themed face mask and wheeling a large black suitcase as he walked through the airport, accompanied by two uniformed police officers.
I thought it said uninformed. Yeah, me too. Yep.
The trip, which lasted about 24 hours, triggered calls from Democrats for Cruz's resignation, as well as a cascade of questions about why the senator decided to leave Texas while millions of his constituents are suffering during the storms and at a time when public health authorities have cautioned against international travel amid the coronavirus pandemic. Some Republicans suggested that the trip could also become fodder for Cruz's potential rivals for the White House, as well as in his 2024 Senate re-election bid.
Duh.
Texas Democrats are going to go after him aggressively on this, said Republican consultant Doug Hay, who previously was communications director for the Republican National Committee. And if he runs for president, certainly other Republicans are going to draw that dichotomy with Cruz and say, look at what I did for my constituents in a time of need.
It's a long wait a minute, hold up. Let's see.
Real long.
Yeah, we're not going to read this whole goddamn article. Let's just stop right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot.
We win.
Yes. But yeah, guys, it's a long article. We're not going to read the whole damn thing. And we will put the links in the description box below for this one to read the whole article. It just goes more and more into the talking points is what it comes down to. But you get the gist here. He says, fuck it, I'm out of here. Sorry, guys. I'm taking care of my family. Fuck your family. Each and every one of your families don't matter enough that I'm being paid $176,000 a year to represent you. I'm out. Now, I understand I want to do things for my kids just as much as anybody else does. But if I'm an elected official, I would not be a derelict of duty. I would not, be a derelict pretty much and not do it. Period.
Buying those things for your kids off of the salary paid by the people that you represent. Right?
And
so, top priority.
Well, being the family of a senator, there's some things you just got to understand. You're a public servant first. Well, not first, but you know what I mean? Like it's you just shit you got to do. I don't know how you get on that plane.
It wouldn't have hurt them to maybe go to Cancun the week after the storms, for example. That was certainly not a thing they couldn't have tolerated doing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. His ass should have been in Houston where there's rolling blackouts and the most amount of suffering. That's where you're supposed to be as a senator, to me. All of them should be in Houston, and wherever there's need, they should all be there. Both senators, all the congressional representatives from Texas, they got quite a few. They should all be in those places in need, getting resources to people, helping bring in generators, set up warming stations in like classrooms in a school or something. There's infrastructure there.
They need water.
Right. Certain businesses should be open and be kicking out water for people, like you're saying, water. There should be water stations at whatever school or a gymnasium where everybody can come get their stuff, and hand out water, non-perishables, maybe perishables, but even just like some sliced meat and cheese and some bread or something to help people get a meal. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But that's typical because Ted Cruz is an insurrectionist bootlicker. And I was going to say this. I hope Ted Cruz, if he got in that water in those 24 hours, that salt water, I hope he can wipe all that orange Cheeto dust off his mouth and his rectum. Yeah, I said it. That dude's a piece of shit in my book for many, many reasons. So yeah, I'd like to. I'm curious if anyone else, first of all, left the state, let alone the country. He left the country. So, do as I say, not as I do. Leadership is poor leadership, and we've missed it for 4 years, and we're going to miss it for a few more years in Texas, apparently. So I really hope this does help sway a purplish state of Texas now, because he barely beat Beto.
Oh, we were so close.
Yep.
Getting rid of him.
Yep.
Was
so yeah, we'll see now. So I hope this is, like they said, more fodder, for the fight that will ensue in 2024. And if he runs for president, forget about it. He wants to. He's a wannabe dictator as well, apparently.
Didn't he already?
Yeah. What's that?
Didn't he already a couple times?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And he's licking the boots of the guy that called his wife ugly, and his dad was part of the Harvey Oswald conspiracy or some bullshit. Hey, Cam, turn it down for me, buddy?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's all right, man. My mic will pick that shit up.
And also, I think he encouraged the Zodiac killer thing too.
Oh, that's what it was. Zodiac killer. Trump is so fucking weird, man. He's so weird. I don't know, guys. Should I edit out the orange Cheeto stains on his face and anus and rectum or whatever I said? I don't know.
Bleep it. Keep it in.
No way, man. I meant it, so we'll see. But also I want to bring up this tweet by his communication director, his comms director. Let me stop that. Yeah, let me grab this from here. What the hell? Oh, there's Twitter. Where is she at? This little darling here. Okay. Is this damn thing gonna play or what? Okay, unmute it. All right, guys, here we go. I'm getting it. He says, Peter says, definitely got my attention. Exactly, man. Oh, man. Orange is the new black? No, I don't know. Orange is the new lipstick, apparently. But yeah, so I want to show you guys this. This is his director of communications for Ted Cruz. This young lady is an idiot. Oh boy. Sorry guys, my internet is slow.
Well, while you're getting that loaded, I'm going to say when I saw this, I thought for sure it had to be a spoof.
This is his actual director. Why is it not playing? What the hell's going on here? Oh, there we go.
Yes, Senator Cruz is in Cancun right now. But here at his offices, we say big whoop. Senator Cruz deserves to relax, unwind, unplug, recharge, like you would a power outlet. Or his power grid's going to go out, and we can't be having that. That's too important. So he's got to take care of his light, which comes from the inside. And it's just like, why can't he have his eat, pray, love moment like everybody else can? It's just funny to me. It's funny that whenever he's here in America and he's doing his little jokes on Twitter, everybody says, go away, Ted, we hate you. But then when he goes away to Cancun, everybody says, well, where's Ted? Why isn't he doing his little jokes on Twitter? Now, sometimes you just don't know what you got till it's gone. And that should be a lesson for the Americans wondering where Senator Ted Cruz is at this morning.
I tell you,
Senator Cruz is in Cancun right now.
Sorry, I'm trying to stop the damn thing.
If Saturday Night Live does not parody that, they have.
Oh, you guys didn't see it. Fuck. Let's do that again.
We heard it.
Sorry. You got to see her dumbass face when she's so proud of herself. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to do this over. Yeah. Oh, fuck all. Here we go. Are you shitting me, voice?
But
There we go.
here at his offices, we say, big look. Senator Cruz deserves to relax, unwind, unplug, recharge, like you would a power outlet. Or his power grid's going to go out, and we can't be having that. That's too important. So he's got to take care of his light, which comes from the inside. And it's just like, why can't he have his eat, pray, love moment like everybody else can? It's just funny to me. It's funny that whenever he's here in America and he's doing his little jokes on Twitter, everybody says, go away, Ted, we hate you. But then when he goes away to Cancun, everybody says, well, where's Ted? Why isn't he doing his little jokes on Twitter? Now, sometimes you just don't know what you got till it's gone. And that should be a lesson for the Americans wondering where Senator Ted Cruz is at this morning. Yes, Senator Cruz.
So, yeah. So that happened.
Satire.
So, first of all, Saturday Night Live, you're welcome. I'm sure you're going to have fun with that. So, she had the audacity to use her words were not chosen very wisely. First of all, he can't charge his battery when people have no fucking power. Oh, and to say we can't have that, he can't lose his charge, his power. It's just so funny, and we can't have that. Why can't he have his eat, pray, love moment?
A little bit of self-care for self-love for Ted Cruz.
Yeah, man.
What he really needs is a bubble bath and some rose petals, and I'm sure his disposition will get much better.
Yeah, so I'm sure she's going to be collecting the federal unemployment check here pretty soon because that ass is going to be on the street. Holy shit. That is probably the worst choice of wording and framing ever. Yeah, dude, I have no idea what Eat, Pray, Love is. I have no freaking idea. Oh, yeah, and Jason says, wow. Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh. Yeah, so dismissing everyone else's suffering. He's too important to go through that kind of suffering, okay? Man, oh, God. I'm not going to, okay. I shouldn't mock people's accents. That's not nice. But that's how that's not how she talked. That's how I see it. I projected that on her. But trust me, Saturday Night Live's going to be doing that shit, too.
Well, if they don't know what they're doing.
Then they suck more than I thought they did.
Somebody will. It will be viewed by millions of people. Somebody will.
Oh my God. That is such a golden nugget. Like, here you go. You're welcome. But yeah, so that's the kind of people he surrounds himself with. So it's not surprising that everybody's like, do you think I should go to Cancun? Hell yeah, Teddy, go charge your battery. We'll charge everybody else's here. Not really. Like, oh my God. It's gross.
I love that she absolutely owns up to how hated he is on Twitter, too. Like, she says straight out, everybody tells him that they don't want him anymore and that he should go away. There's no denial. There's no, like, we know that Ted Cruz has love and that the people who support him deeply. It's, no, we know everybody hates him. So why aren't you happy that he left?
Yeah. He's on Twitter telling his little jokes. He is not funny. He's not a comedian. And it's just so cavalier. Like, when everybody saw him, they said, go away, Ted. We don't want you here. Bunch of mean girls. It's just, I can't. I'm going to fucking edit this so much because this is just ridiculous. But it's fun to watch and share because this is ridiculous. Because, again, this is her director of communications. That is a pretty high profile job.
That is a very high profile job. And I cannot understand how this left the building at all.
I just, yeah, it's just such an odd approach, framing, wording. It's just not good. It's just not good. And of course, I said to myself on that plane, should I go, y'all? Should I go? Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to be a dad first. Come on, man.
It has all the empathy of Donald Trump's golden toilet.
Yeah, no kidding. So again, I hope he washes those orange stains off his lips and anus. Scrub real hard, buddy, because them stains ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you that orange tinge is not the tip of his nose. is going to be orange for a minute. And you know, we'll see, because I'm not in Texas. I'm not from Texas. I don't understand I don't have my finger on the pulse of Texas, but I at least hope people are paying attention a little bit, enough to say, hey, Teddy boy, where you going? Is this you? Is this you on a flight? So there's so many things wrong with this. He got on a flight against CDC stuff, you know, like you're not supposed to fly to Mexico during this COVID because they don't have good control. They're COVID like we do. I'm surprised Mexico didn't say, no, we're good, America. You guys keep your asses up there. But they can't afford us not to come down there for a vacation, because a large percentage of their income is from tourism. To the beautiful. I've been to Cancun. I've been to Cabo San Lucas. They are beautiful.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised that Ted Cruz was welcome anywhere. Just in general.
And police escorts and boy, what do you guys? How can you end this, man? This is a ridiculous. Honestly, it's a ridiculous segment, but we had to say it. You know, like we had to cover it. This shit is ridiculous.
What I can say is Texas. There are now 2 people who have been leaders of yours on the Republican side who have basically told you that you deserve this and want this. Is this what you deserve, and is this what you want? And if not, stand up and say something about it.
Well, and also let's speak about this other thing on a side note here. The mayor of Colorado City, Texas, put a Facebook post out and says, this is survival of the fittest, man. It's time to get creative. It's on you. We owe you nothing. Literally. And then of course he deleted the post and he resigned. It got a little too tough.
Your leaders should love your people. That's generally the idea. There should be a lot of love from Ted Cruz to the people in his jurisdiction, to the people under his, influence. And there's not. And if your leaders don't love you, then they're not going to fight for you.
Yep.
That's all there is to that. It's sad. Yeah. I wish Texas the best.
So maybe it says Ted Cruz just shot up to number 1 on my let's vote them out list that you propose voice. Oh yeah, my list of people. Yeah, the Mardi Gras one, exactly. But Trev, what you talking about? I may have to beat that ad. I wonder if that's a typo, bro.
I don't know. Oh, but that press secretary could definitely win the mental gymnastics award this week too.
That's right. She wins the mental gymnastics award, of course. And a close second, silver medal, Ted Cruz. I really should make those someday. I wonder if I ever get the resource. I'd like to make little fake gold medals from the Trickle Up.
We deliver them and everything.
I would love to bring those with me on a live stream to an event and ask people questions. And when they say stupid shit, here's your sign. You know, like the Bill Engvall thing, like, here's your medal. And then they'd be like, oh, yay. And they'd be like, what's the medal for? Gold medal of mental gymnastics. That'd be some trolling shit to do.
That would be.
Yeah.
You might get smacked a few times. Just
well, they have the freedom to do that, and I have the freedom to respond said aggression. Oh, he says mail one to him. They'll probably search it for bomb materials or some shit. Give them flowers with it. Oh, I'm not wasting money on flowers. That son of a bitch. Here, watch this die. It's the best way a flower looks to me. Yeah, and here now, watch this wilt and die. But yeah, I do gotta get going. So it's okay. Let's go ahead and close this bad boy out. Okay, so let us know what you guys think about this in the comment section. And while you're here, of course, hit the likes, subscribe, share it with your people. The normal spiel. Also, follow Mia on Twitter. It will be down there when I edit the video, and mine will be right here as well. But yeah, we're gonna try and do this again, like we said before. Mondays and Thursdays is our goal, or I might have to do Monday, Fridays, because Thursdays when I have my kids every week. Like that's our normal dinner night type of thing. But we're gonna try and do our best I can. If I can't make it, I'll try and set it up with somebody else, maybe too. I wanted to get Like I invited Matt Skidmore, Aaron. I'm gonna try and get Dennis Trumper to come join us. I need to have more conservative point of views in here to get the left, right, center kind of approach.
I do have hangs on Friday, so
Oh yeah, okay.
it's difficult for me. So you would need 2 separate people on
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah. Okay. But that's why I want to have a roster, you know, like who's available on Thursday, who's available on Friday, because my kids work. I got to pick them up, take them places and stuff like that. You know, my youngest son here just had surgery, and so he can't drive right now on his hip. My other daughter got a concussion at cheer practice today. She bounced right off the floor, you know. And now I got to pick her up from work at 9:00. It's just like I'm just running like a son of a bitch.
Man, busy day.
Yeah, I've reached out to those guys several times in the past and never got one single response necessarily. So I'm only gonna bark up a tree for so long. I just want people that want to be here. You know, so if someone wants to be here, Mia's always here with me. Mia's been consistent. Aaron's helped out a couple times, and Crystal tried for a while, and Crystal said she couldn't fit it in, you know. But yeah, I am a fan of problem solver politics. I like how they approach things left, right, center kind of thing, you know. And I think Cody's pretty much doing it on his own. Cody the Oracle. I love that name. But yeah, and I think the other guy owns a business, Carden. So he might be busy out there in Los Angeles. But yeah, let me shut up. All right, guys. So yep, Elizabeth.
Real life. Oh, thank you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And so hopefully, guys, actually, we're going to try and do a fundraiser kind of a promo video we're going to work on. We have a script. We're going to try and put it together with, the other one let's not forget, the Yang Daily podcast is always consistent. He's available too. I might talk to him. Maybe he'll do that'd be interesting to see him with like Trumper, because they are opposing. Let's put it that way. They are on different sides. Cody moved to Vegas. I did not know that. I'm going to reach out to that little booger. But yeah, so again, appreciate you, Mia, as always, man. I can count on you. I love it. And
I'm just very happy to help build this. I think the Trickle Up is a great idea. Just the whole channel in general. I like that the content is always informative and that it comes from like the humanity forward math kind of place where we are telling the truth and making sure that people are getting actual facts and actual solutions.
Yeah. Well, and I'm very obvious of my bias. We're not trying to hide that shit. I'm here for Andrew Yang and any progressive candidate that has good policies that help people, humanity first. I don't give a shit if it's a Republican that has a policy that's humanity first, like Mitt Romney did a little bit, you know, like I give him credit, you know, and if anybody else has good like topics or policies, I mean, we support them no matter who their R or D is next to them or I. But yeah, that's why I think this is a good project for us all to get a part of. But we're going to try and do a promotional video that we're going to use it for like we're going to put $1,000 behind it. Let's be real. So I have $1,000 from our GoFundMe, and our Patreon together. We got about $1,000 left that we're going to try and do an ad, you know, run it on YouTube ads. And, we're going to try and promote this booger and try and get it to build, you know. And thanks to all you guys that join us on the live streams, because eventually what we're going to do is the live streams are only going to, like the live stuff like this behind the scenes, you see us fuck up and say stupid shit, and you know we're going to edit out some of the dumb stuff I say. But like you guys will get to this. I'm going to make this eventually going to shift to Patreon, and then the clips we make will be available to everyone in the public. You still get the same thing, but if you want to see the other, we have to show our thanks to Patreon, people that actually support our show. So that's kind of where we're going to shift that once we get enough support to warrant that, you know. So just want to let you guys know where we're at right now and kind of what our goal is to say thank you to those that help us finance this damn thing. This is expensive. I got to pay I just had to pay for the damn domain name again. I had to pay for that every year, you know, and then I got to pay for the website in another month and a half. But yeah. But yeah, guys, so just thanks for joining us, man. We'll see you guys next time. And like always, Yang Gang. Cool. All right, guys, I'm gonna kill the stream, man. I'm gonna get to work, and you guys will see this shit up tomorrow. I might get one done late tonight, but the rest of them will be up tomorrow, man. Thanks, Mia. And oh yeah, what time's your hang? Is it 8 o'clock tomorrow?
Hang is 8 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah. Also, there is something scheduled for March 4th, so that is a Thursday. If we were to repeat Thursdays, I would not be available that Thursday.
Gotcha. We'll work it out. All right, guys, take it easy.